Right people, the March event is creeping up on us as we speak. It should be taking place pretty soon, and so let's talk about when it could be announced, what to expect, and details regarding the star of the show, which should be the iPad Pro. So let's get the big question out of the way first, because it's what you're here for anyways. When will this event take place? Well, we're very much in theory territory right now. Nothing has been confirmed, but if we do get our thinking hats on, we can single out a possible date. You see, Apple usually has some sort of significant software release alongside a new event, and in this case it should be iOS 17.4, which will include all the changes Apple's making to comply with the European Union's new regulations, and they have till the 6th of March to release this. Apple as of now has vaguely said these changes are coming in March, so it's pretty obvious they're gonna release this soon to the public. And well, it does make a lot of sense to hold an event and quickly mention this update on stage, as well as release it on the same day as the event to the public. Apple has done this in the past, and considering Apple events usually take place on a Tuesday, that means we can expect an event on the 5th of March. Now, of course, do note this is not an airtight theory. Gurman actually has said anything releasing at the March event won't be available to buy till late March, so that could point towards an event taking place on the 25th instead. In fact, if you look at Apple's recent history, you will notice March events post-2015 have either been in the first week of March or the last. So there are very much two possibilities, but me being the impatient guy is really hoping it's on the 5th because I can't keep blabbering on about rumors for another few weeks. I want these products now. And if it is on the 5th of March, we should see invites very soon. Now, when we get invites really depends on whether it's going to be fully virtual or if it's going to be a hybrid event, because with the random October event last year no one saw coming, press wasn't invited and so it was announced 6 days prior. However, the September event last year where press were physically attending and seeing these products in person was announced 2 weeks prior, and so at the time of filming, we are less than 2 weeks away from the 5th of March, and so I'm really hoping it's a fully virtual event. But I guess if it's not, that does confirm it could be on the 25th of March. Either way, guys, we are very close. You know what else I can foreshadow happening soon? You clicking subscribe, of course! Okay, I'm being a little cocky, I apologize, but I would greatly appreciate it, and it would give you guys the latest commentary about the world of Apple right to your subscription box, so please consider it. It would be appreciated. We're trying to hit our next milestone of 16,000 subscribers, so join the Saranbyte gang now. Anyways, what products can we expect at this event? Well, I will be mainly talking about the iPad Pro later in the video because that's the biggest refresh and there are some new tidbits regarding that, but that's not the only release we're getting. There's also 2 new iPad Airs. Yes, I said 2 because for the first time there will be a larger size, which is going to be interesting. I have shared my concerns about this in other videos, you can check out in the iCard above. But anyways, there's also going to be M3 MacBook Airs, which will just be spec refreshes, and maybe a new spring shade for the iPhone? I don't think there's been any rumors regarding this, but it has been a consistent thing Apple's been doing as of late. I would love to see an orange color join the regular range, maybe even a fun color for the Pros that's not just another shade of grey. But yes, I have a feeling we're going to get some sort of new color for the iPhone. Anyways, enough about new colors, let's break down some juicy tidbits about the iPad Pro, shall we? So easily one of the best things about this upcoming refresh is that everyone has agreed on the fact the 11-inch is not going to be left out, and it also is getting OLED, which is awesome because since 2021, Apple has been treating the 12.9-inch size as the favorite child by giving it the fancy mini LED technology and leaving the poor 11-inch to suffer with LCD. Okay, I'm exaggerating, LCD's not that bad, but still, it is pretty annoying they force you to go for the bigger size if you want the best display possible, so I'm very happy OLED is now coming to both size options. That's awesome. However, Apple is allegedly going with different suppliers for these 2 sizes. So the 11-inch is going to be produced by Samsung, and LG makes the displays for the larger 13-inch, which is interesting because everyone knows Samsung is the king of OLEDs, and so you would expect them to make the larger size that's more expensive, but no, apparently not. I guess there won't be a massive difference anyways, but it is something to note. Initial production did begin last month, by the way, so clearly these models are launching very soon, which again is evidence there's going to be a March event. Now you may be wondering, why is Apple splitting production like this? Well, allegedly there's been unstable production capacity and the yield in general hasn't been great for these OLED displays from Samsung and LG, so it's better for each supplier to focus on one size purely because this OLED technology is so brand new. Now, yes, I know there's going to be one guy rushing to the comments saying, "Oh my god, you Apple sheep, Samsung and other manufacturers also use OLED, you dummy, it's not that special." And I'm aware of that, but of course, Apple is not going to use any regular OLEDs. They're aiming for, and I quote, unrivaled image quality and a design that cuts down on the thickness and weight. We have actually heard the new 13-inch iPad Pro is going to be 5mm thin, which is thinner than a bloody iPod Nano, so it's pretty insane. I do worry about the durability, but it's pretty insane nevertheless. Now, this situation will improve if yield improves and if there's changes in demand, but apparently Apple right now is forecasting 8 million units, which is down from 10 million units they projected last year. Now, I'm not surprised they're being very cautious because as fantastic as OLED is it going to be enough to get people to upgrade and justify a price increase? We will have to see. And actually, we do have an update regarding pricing because for the longest time, there's been outrageous claims these new OLED iPad Pros could start at $1,500, which would be ridiculous. And I've always strongly thought that was not going to be the case because no one, and I mean no one, is going to pay $1,500 for a bloody iPad. But also, Tim is greedy, but not that greedy. And thankfully, Digitimes, who's usually not very credible, but they do make a fair point here, say the price increases might only be up to around $160. So based on that, the 11-inch could still be under $1,000, and the 13-inch might cost around $1,200 to $1,300. That's still very expensive, don't get me wrong. These are not cheap iPads, but that does sound more logical. Now, of course, I understand a major reason why the price is going up is because these displays are so innovative. These are not off-the-shelf OLED panels, as I said. They are using a specific tandem stack design, which improves the efficiency, longevity, and also offers high brightness. But again, is a fancy OLED display going to make up for the shortcomings with iPadOS? Like, don't get me wrong, it would be awesome to watch movies and TV shows on a 13-inch display that I'm assuming could be 4K or 5K in resolution, and might even offer 2000 nits of brightness. But do I need to pay $1,300 to watch Netflix on this? It seems pretty overkill for that kind of usage. And while yes, there are pro apps on the iPad and some make it work as a computer replacement, let's be honest, it still pales in comparison to the versatility macOS offers. And so if I was given the choice between an OLED iPad Pro and an LCD MacBook Air Apple sells today, I would get the MacBook Air any day, and I have a feeling many of you guys would too. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you for watching.